All right, we're on Fred and Becky's 68 Mustang, and again, surprise, not surprise, because it always creeps up. There's a wrinkle in this part of the trunk floor, and we decided we're going to replace it and see what we got under it. Well, the car's obviously been hit at some point in its life. Really can't see it from underneath because the exhaust is in the way, the spring's in the way, all kinds of stuff's in the way. But this frame rail has got a bend to it. The major issue we've got now is that these quarter panels, everything was put on this car with that frame rail with a bend in it. Okay, it does track straight, so we're not super concerned about alignment of leaf spring and things like that. We're going to make this work. We're going to do the best we can to straighten this frame rail out, add some stock in there to stiffen it up and make sure it stays good and strong, and then we'll put the new trunk floor in, because if we try and put the new trunk floor in now, it's going to bend it just the way it was before. So we're going to avoid that kind of at all costs, because the car is all but done. This is an unfortunate development, but it's not going to be a big issue with this car, because we've already straightened everything, and a lot of stuff was straightened before we even got a hold of it. So to going back and pull this whole frame rail out, we're talking pull the rear out, pull the exhaust off the car, do all of that to put a frame rail in it when we can make it work the way it is. So that's what we're going to do. But just wanted to keep transparency and let people know what's going on. Yeah, it got bent. So we'll do the best we can with what we got. So that's the Mustang. So come on over here. Okay, here's Rob Sarley's 86 truck. We got the glass out of it today, pulled all of the components off the firewall to get the factory undercoating off the truck, which is a nightmare, as you know, if you watched any of our older videos where you can see us trying to remove undercoating from cars. It's designed to go on the car and stay on the car. It really doesn't like to come off, but we get it off of there and give it a nice paint job. Both quarter cab corners are done now, so we can get to doing some body work on this truck. The only thing left to take off it is that cargo light. Everything else is off. We measured for not only for the applique that goes on there, but also for the white stripe. To get the white stripe on the truck correct, we've got 24 inches from this cab seam to the top of the stripe. And this is going to be our only measurement on that truck to do the whole truck. Everything else, we'll get it set here, everything else is going to be by eye. So around here, we've got Matt, who survived the COVID pneumonia, whatever.
Yeah, fluid.
The firewall we pulled, we weren't going to do this because while we were doing a really, really nice job on this truck, he also wants to save a little bit of money. So there were some corners that could be cut that don't affect the quality of the overall finished product. Well, part of that is taking everything off the firewall, stripping all that undercoating off it, so when we paint the truck, it's all painted red. Everything's new and nice, and of course it's getting the Raptor liner underneath, so we're not worried about that. Dashboard, steering column is still staying in the truck because they are literally perfect. This truck, remember, has 36,000 miles on it. It was just, it was used in the winter in Michigan and then parked in a garage, and there it sat till spring without getting washed or what have you, but the tin worms just really ate it up. So we'll take some time. This is tedious and nasty, but we'll get this off of here. Then we can sand this out, put a little bit of primer on it, and we're ready to go. The cab itself is now structurally sound because Matt did all the welding that needed to be in it. We got to do a little bit of body work on those cab corners and put it together. FedEx lost the front fenders for me, but we found them, so I should have them today or tomorrow. Left door, I was able to get a left door. There's two kinds of doors for these trucks. There's premium doors, and then there's crappy doors. The crappy doors are going to have, when you put it on the truck and close the door, you might see a smile where the rocker panel is or something. They're just not as good as the premium doors. And the thing, not only the experience of doing this for a million years that tipped me off, is the premium doors are twice the cost of the cheap doors. And when you close them, this one actually sounds like a 1986 Chevrolet pickup. This side sounds like a 1991 Honda Accord. So we're down one door right now. We're waiting on Wright premium doors to be in stock. I saw a thing today about, it's impossible to get stuff. We can't ship this. We can't have that. We're 12 weeks out on this, 12 weeks out on that. Grocery stores in Middle Tennessee right now are empty because Snowmageddon 2 came and everybody had to buy milk and bread and stuff like that. So all the meat shelves are empty, bread's gone, milk's gone, everything like that. But you go down that candy aisle, there's every single kind of Valentine's candy you want. They can manage to get us that, but can't get a ribeye. So whatever. But we'll get this, I'll show you a little bit more on this once we get it cleaned up. This is what I'm talking about, the undercoat here. It just, when a vehicle's repainted, if that's on it, it just looks terrible. We use this with,
Works pretty good.
it does, yeah. I had this when we started working on Cindy's car, and we've since bought more equipment to remove the undercoat. And this thing right here, if you take a look at this, it's got replaceable wire. Wear your safety glasses, okay? One of these comes off of here at about 8,000 RPMs and goes into your cornea, through your frontal cortex, into the rear lobe of your brain, and suddenly you forget what day it is. But that's what happens. And then add to it, it's covered in chemical, so there's going to be an infection, and the doctor's going to go, "Why weren't you wearing your safety glasses?" They say that all the time.
Is that what happened to you?
That's exactly what happened to me. My frontal lobe cortex doohickeys shot.
I didn't know you knew anything about a brain.
Yeah, and then in high school I was a chemical experimentation engineer in high school. So
Dissected a few?
yeah, I dissected a few, I'd say that. But we'll get this cleaned up and get it ready for paint. And this truck is ready to do the undercoating on it. Ready to scuff it up. I'm going to put a coat of primer on this truck anyway. We never paint over paint. We always want to make sure we've got a good base down, that we can block it out and make sure it's straight. We're going to take the old doors and rebolt the old doors to the truck because they actually have the hinges on them. And, well, I guess we can show you on this side. And I know I always tell you, reference everything when you take it off. Drill a hole, make a mark, do something. When this got taken apart, no holes got drilled for references. So we're going to put the old doors back on with the hinges, drill references, and then pull them back off again. Again, the dashboard, we're doing everything we can to protect this dashboard because it's like the only square body in the world that does not have a single crack in the dashboard. So we're not taking it out, we're not doing anything. We're going to cover it up with Charmin toilet paper, whatever we got to cover it up with to try and protect that dash pad. And we're usually pretty good at that. So that's it. Our snow really evolved into nothing, which it generally does around here. And that's it. We got my brother down there working on the Mustang. We're pressed for help, so I put my brother to work. And he's getting, Mike, yes, we're working on your Mustang. My brother is sanding in the engine compartment of that Mustang. Got the Stig is on Fred and Becky's car. We're doing this for now. That's it. Oh, no name challenge, or no name challenge, no name nationals. Okay, the YouTube creator event that was set for August 26th and 27th has been moved to a month later. It's now
September 30th?
September 30th and August, or whatever the next month is, the first day.
October.
Yes, October. October 32nd. No, it's August, September. It's September, 30 days, half September. It's September 30th and August 1st. It is September 30th and October 1st, okay? It's called the No Name Nationals. It's put on by Dallas Brown from the AHRA, the president of the AHRA, okay? So this is no playtime, it's a thing. And also John Wilburn, who has a YouTube channel that interviews creators with car channels. So we've met John several times. But what this is, there's going to be several different classes up there. There's going to be no clock grudge matches, call-outs, all kinds of little stuff like that. A monkey bike challenge where you can go and buy a 100cc mini bike from Tractor Supply and run it. They'll let you do all kinds of modifications to it. There are rules. They'll let you do all kinds of modifications on it, and a mini bike don't cost that much money, so we may throw one of them in the back of the truck.
I was actually looking at them yesterday. I was like,
So this is basically like a meet and greet for all the people with channels. You have to have 500 subs by the time of the race. So if you've got less than 500 subs, put your videos out, get some content out there so people can see it, and then you can enter. But we're taking a couple of vehicles up there. Somebody asked about El Blanco Grande. Yes, El Blanco Grande is going. I want to officially call out Dallas Brown, the president of the AHRA, that has a Suburban with a big block Buick 400 in it. I want to officially call him out, and I am going to race him in El Blanco Grande. Okay, so when's the last time you got to see a lower dually race a Suburban in 8th mile? So we're going to do that. Also, we want to call out the guys from Iron Horse Garage, who said he's got a 69 Barracuda with a 440. Bring it, okay? Because we've got a 68 Super B, and we're going to run you with that. So
it's 70 Super B.
70. What year did I say it was?
68.
68, whatever. It's a
It's
70.
That whole lobe thing, huh?
It is. It's because I got one of these in the
Should
rear
I bring my
cerebral.
tow pig?
Well, we're working on that.
No, my real tow pig.
No, you can't bring a ringer with you. But we're also looking to bring the tilt nose Cummins that you've seen us, like I said, we worked on a couple of centuries ago. We're going to dust that off and get going on it. Actually just bought some equipment because we're doing some aluminum siding on it, so it's going to be really nice. But we'd like to bring that one too and run that, the Super B, my secret project truck, and El Blanco Grande. So I don't think we're going to run them with the trailers on them, although that would be kind of neat. Whatever. But officially, I'm calling out Dallas Brown, and I'm calling out the guys at Iron Horse. So there's 2 races for us, and I think we'll be good at that point. And it's called the No Name Nationals. It's the inaugural event. We're going to have more of them. But this is a big thing. We've got, right now, I think he's got spots for 520 vehicles, okay, to enter. That doesn't count camping and the show corral and so on and so forth. But all of you guys, some of you expressed interest in coming down here and seeing the shop and whatever. If you're close to Missouri, Sykeston, Missouri, it's Jeffers Motorsports Park. If you're close to there and you want to come down and meet us, get some Not Your Uncle t-shirts and come to the track and watch us. Spectators can't come. It's $20 to come and watch. Spectators cannot enter their cars. This is for creators only. But you get to meet all your YouTube heroes and see what's going on. Matt's probably going to be hammered, staggering around, so you'll be able to find Matt.
I'll be riding that mini bike.
That's right. He's going to be our mini bike pilot.
Pilot.
Yeah, pilot. I know, because it's going to be
Stay
airborne.
off 2 wheels.
Well, they're not. I was listening to Dallas yesterday. Said they're not actually going to start racing until the evening on Friday. Gates will open for us to get there Thursday, about noontime. So that means Thursday night, woohoo, and then Friday down to business and walk around, meet some people, talk a little bit of smack.
I mean, if they open at noon, that gives us like a full day of smack talk before it's time.
Oh
to
yeah, there
race.
will be a lot of smack talk, and that's the thing, because you know, you talk smack and you go, there's the track. What I just said, there's the track. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of call-outs. I think that is probably the most important thing about that weekend is going to be the call-outs between the creators. It's not a race to go, I got the fastest car. Okay, cool, you got the fastest car, great, good for you. Okay, which is cool, no doubt about it. But it's more about meeting these people and building this community and doing what we do best, creating some content. We're going to be making videos there. We'll probably do a live stream there from our on-site mobile command unit, you know, that's it. So it's Monday. It's kind of a snow day, but we got a lot of stuff going on down here, and we'll talk to you a little bit later this afternoon as we get some of this stuff done. We'll show you what we got. Like, subscribe. Go to Bennett'sHotRodGarage.com for merchandise. We do have more we're putting up. I did get, somebody said the other day, oh, I don't see the safety glasses or the pens and stuff. We got a ton of stuff. We just got to get pictures of it and put it up there. John Wilbur mentioned when he was doing a live yesterday with Dallas Brown about there's only 24 hours in the day, and Bennett's always down at that shop about 20 of them. That's really not far from the truth. We are down here all the time, so if we miss something or we're a little bit late getting something we said, it happens. It's real life. So stay tuned, like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, tell your friends, everybody watch it, and remember this, hashtag no name nationals. Okay, we've got to put that in there, and just stay tuned. We got 250 something days until showtime. It's going to be fun. So that's it. I think. Well, I hope so. Okay, so here's the update on the 68 convertible that we discovered the frame damage in. This is a good lesson in how long it takes to do something wrong versus how long it takes to do something right, because he did it as right as we possibly could with what we had to work with in there in a fairly short period of time, whereas the other guy just slapped a piece of dynamite over it so you couldn't see it. But here's what we got. All right, you can see in here where it was wrinkled. Porta powered it and heated it and put it back in shape. Welded it back together. Cut us out a piece of trunk floor. And there we go. So it's going to end up looking pretty good. And I'm more comfortable with it being repaired than being damaged and left damaged. So that's it on that one.